Tied to fate by a fraying rope, dust in my mouth too dry for hope. The horse stood still, the sky burned white, and death just washed by the dead man's side. No sound, no shout, no final plea, just the way it's always meant to be. I walked too far, I bled too long, now silence sings my last warm song. This is where all roads lead, where the soul don't cry and the ground don't bleed. No church bells, no last creed, just a name the wind don't need. Yeah, this is where all roads lead. My boots wore thin from years of sin, no one waiting when the end rode in. I ain't the first to fall like this, with cracked lips dry from a goodbye kiss. The rope ain't justice, the dirt ain't gray, just a place where the lost behave. And if death stayed, it's 'cause she knows every outlaw rides to where silence grows. This is where all roads lead, where ghosts don't talk and guns don't feed. No echoes left, no one to heed, just a dust and death, both guaranteed. Yeah, this is where all roads lead. I didn't pray, I didn't beg, I just looked her in the eyes and closed mine. So lay no stone, speak no line, let the heat erase what once was mine. If they ask how far I rode, just point them west down this old road. Tell them I laughed, tell them I bled, tell them I shook hands with the dead. And when they ask what I believe, say he found it where all roads lead. Smoke in my lungs, nails in my throat. Rode through the fire, didn't leave a note. The chapel burned, the sky turned black. I laughed as hell, pulled me back. Boots full of ash, blood in my grin. Praying to gods I never let in. Crosses fall, but I still rise with rusted steel and haunted eyes. I've got ashes in my chest, chains rattling where I rest. I don't breathe, I don't beg, I just ride with a ghost on my leg. Every mile's a curse I wear, leather colliding. My name was carved into a tomb, but I broke the stone and left the gloom. Knuckles scorched, my soul half gone, still humming that old funeral song. No angels here, no holy light, just a fistful of chains and a will to fight. Ashes in my chest, chains rattling where I rest. I don't breathe, I don't beg, I just ride with a ghost on my leg. Every mile's a curse I wear, leather cracked and full of prayer. I ain't lost, I've just been bled by the fire, by the smoke, by the dead. These roads ain't paved, they're stitched in sin. I ride with what I might have been, a skeleton preaching through a storm, a death mask forged where hate was born. I've got ashes in my chest, chains rattling where I rest. I don't breathe, I don't beg, I just ride with a ghost on my leg. Let the sky fall, let the earth cry red. I'm still riding with the voice of the dead. Laid my hand on a stone cold name, poured the last drop, felt no shame. The bottle shook like my hollow chest, and death stood by, dressed in the west. Here's to the ghosts I couldn't say, to the whiskey I spill on your grave. If you hear me now, don't turn away. I'll ride with guilt, but I still pray. Built this chair, my bare hand, sat in silence, made my stand. Sunset creeping on my skin, I know who's waiting to come in. She don't knock, don't say a word, but I can feel her like a bird, perched just there behind my back. In her clothes, pitch dark and black. So pull up close, old lady grim, let's talk laws and every sin. I ain't running, I won't swear, just give me peace in this old chair. I've chased the light, I've walked through fire, held men down in blood and mire. Now the world feels soft and slow, and I ain't got no more to show. I ain't begging for delay, but if you wait till break of day, let me finish this last smoke. Say a name I never spoke. So take my soul, but leave my head. It's hung up high, let it stay like that. And when they ask what I became, just whisper soft, he knew her name. Dusting my lawn, sun burning my back, pulling a box down a blood-red track. Leather boots warm, hands scraped raw, got death as my shadow, and he knows the law. Ain't no praise in this stretch of land, just bones and buzzards and a broken man. The wind whispers sins I ain't confessed, but that coffin's seems heavier than all the rest. I ride with ghosts, I drag my fate past every cross, through every gate. This ain't a ride for the weak or tame. I bury my past and don't leave a name. My grip, vengeance in tow. Each mile I walk, I feel the growl grow. Banjos crying, harmonica moans, while death hums soft in a baritone. Cowboy whistle cuts the heat like a dirge that rides on blistered feet. This road don't end, it circles back to a gun, a grave, and a whiskey flask. Yeah, I ride with ghosts, I drag my pain through firestorms and acid rain. This dusty box don't hold no gold, just a man I used to be, stone cold. Smoke in my wake, I ride like sin that hell couldn't break. She clings tight, but I don't flinch, burning through the dark, inch by inch. Hell ain't riding me, I'm riding through. Steel and scars, nothing new. Let the flames light up the sky. I live on wheels, I'll never die. Won't hold, graves don't bite. I roar past death like a bolt of night. Gasoline veins, thunder breath. She follows close, but don't bring death. Hell ain't riding me, I'm riding through. Steel and scars, nothing new. Let the flames light up the sky. I live on wheels, I'll never die. I've seen the end, I wrote it down and left it burning underground. No name carved, no cross for me. I'm riding mine in dust and speed. If she wants my soul, she'll have to beg, 'cause I'm still kicking with both legs. Hell ain't riding me, I own the flame. This bike, this blood, this rebel name. Let the reaper take her seat, but I'm the king, she rides with me. Church full of shadows, cold wood floor, stained glass angels don't guard no more. He kneels down slow, gun in his hand. One last prayer to make his stand. Forgive my gun for what it's done. It spoke for me when words would run. And if this chamber's where I fall, I'll ride with death when angels stall. Dust on the pews, ash in the air. The reaper waits, ain't nothing fair. Candlelight flickers, but not for long. He hums his blues like a funeral song. She sees what you saw. Forgive my gun for drawing first. It knew my sins, it knew the curse. Now death stands tall and calls me in, but I won't beg, I'll ride again. The town lit up like a funeral pyre. Ash on my boots, heart full of fire. He stood beside me, death in black. We came for blood and we won't turn back. We burn together, ain't no turning round. Smoke in our lungs, boots on sacred ground. One still breathing, one's past the line, but side by side we ride just fine. No law, no badge, no heaven's gate. We brought the wrath and sealed their fate. One shot for justice, one for the pain. We ride like thunder through the flame. We burn together, ain't no turn smoke in our lungs, boots on sacred ground. One still breathing, one's past the line, but side by side we ride just fine. You call it sin, we call it done. Two shadows walking under a blood-red sun. Hell ain't below, it's what we bring when ghosts and men ride in a ring. We burn together, no mercy left to show. Ash in our veins and nowhere else to go. One lives forever, one died before, but we keep riding, fire at our core. I was born of dust, raised by flame, wore a dead man's coat, never had no name. Now I walk the dunes with a cross on my spine. Bones creak aloud like a sinner's sign. The sun don't judge, but it sure do burn. And every mile I walk, there's a past I learned. They said I died once, but I stood back tall, carved my fate in a desert brawl. I walked a bone-crossed trail, no map, no end. Ghosts in my boots, death my only friend. Carrying sins like a saint gone wrong. One last ride, one last song. and the price of blood. The cross ain't holy, just heavy wood, but I'll carry it still like a damn man should. Skull grinning wide neath a tattered brim, heart full of ash and a requiem hymn. I ain't begging mercy, I ain't asking why. I just walk till the dust runs dry. I walk the bone-crossed trail, winds howl my name, carved in the stone of a lawless shame. If death rides with me, then so it be. I'm the ghost that wouldn't flee. Don't blink, the lantern sways on a stone that bears my name. He's grinning bones in a tattered hood, said one last game if you think you could. My hands still shake though I've killed my fear. Blood on the cards, ghosts in my beer. He said pick a hand, make your move, but I ain't sure what I'm trying to prove. I rode through fire, walked through lies, burying my brothers under blood-red skies. But what's a win if your soul's gone black? You beat the reaper, but you can't go back. No, you can't go back. I've shot for gold, I fought for pride, lost my name in the devil's tide. Now death just waits with a crooked grin, saying you cheated life, now cash it in. I rode through fire, I walked through lies, buried my brothers under blood-red skies. But what's a win if your soul's gone black? You beat the reaper, but you can't go back. No, you can't go back. There's a candle for every wrong I lit, a grave for every lie spit. And when the cards fall, truth don't bend, even death don't bluff in the end. I rode through fire, I walked through lies, said goodbye with hollow eyes. He showed his hand and it looked like mine, 'cause you die each time you cross that line. Yeah, you die each time. cowboy whistle, they're going around. Hang loose from a swinging soul. Dust don't cry and the ground don't know. They tied the rope but missed the sand. I was long gone before they pulled me in. Still howls my name at night. Through desert caves and neon light. You can kill a man but not his past. And I carved mine deep, built to last. The hanging doesn't hurt when your soul's on fire. I died 10 times before that wire. Let the vultures circle, let the church bell toll, but I ain't giving death my soul. I swing in the dark, but I never fail. Riding these chains like a road to hell. They branded me with law and shame, but justice burns with a crooked flame. Now death sits still and tips his hat. Knows I ain't done, I don't go out like that. No stone for me, no moan for song. Just silence loud and road too long. But in the smoke, my bike still rides. Ghost wheels roll where the reaper hides. The hanging doesn't hurt when your heart still fights. With flames in veins and outlaw rides, I swing in shadows with a grin so wide, 'cause I already crossed to the other side. So light that fire and tell them true, that cowboy did, yeah, he rode too.
Dust in my teeth,
boots full of sin, riding this steel till the dark rolls in. Wheel spin stories, a law forgot, a pact with death, that's all I got. Death rides a pillion, never says a word. Moon hangs low like a judge unheard. Engines cry, but we never stop. We're ghosts on wheels till the last heart drops. Desert don't sleep, and neither do I. Smoke in my lungs, fire in the sky. Gravel beneath, the end up ahead. No prayers left, just the words she said. Death rides pillion, never says a word. Moon hangs low like a judge unheard. Engines cry, but we never stop. We're ghosts on wheels till the last heart drops. Graveyards blur on the right-hand side. Names I forgot, but they still ride. She taps my shoulder, cold as ice. Time, she says, I don't think twice. Jet rides pillion, sings in my ear. You've gone too far, there's nothing here. Still I ride through dust and flame, just a ghost on wheels without a name. Sat down in the pew, boots caked in mud, blood on my hands, whiskey in my blood. Cross on the wall, but no one prays. Death's in the corner, counting my days. I lit a smoke from a votive flame. Ain't no saints left whispering my name. The wind moaned low like a hangman's sigh, while the candles danced and the ghosts walked by. Yeah, I rode through fire and I slept in ash, left my name carved in broken glass. Now I sit where the silence screams on the preacher's bench in shattered dreams. My bike waits outside like a black-eyed mare, chains rattling prayers into empty air. Banjos weep and the harmonicas cry, a hymn for the damned, riding hard and high. Yeah, whistle cuts through the chapel haze like a warning shot from better days. But I won't kneel, I won't confess, I just tip my hat in a leather vest Yeah, I rode through hell and I won't look back, with death beside me on a desert track. This church won't save what the devil owns, but I carve my soul into sticks and stones. He sits by the grave, don't make a sound. The weeds grow wild where he was found. Hats off, dust thick in the air. Ain't no one left, just silence and prayer. The wind don't howl, it speaks in tongues like forgotten psalms. In the voice of guns, he don't blink, he don't decay. He just watches as the light fades away. Raise your hands to the smoke-filled sky. This graveyard gospel never dies. Chains and dust, blood in the clay. You can't outrun what you won't obey. He's the voice in the fire, the breath of bone, the preacher of pain on a crooked throne. And when he speaks, you feel the sting. That's not thunder, it's death who sings. Echo through iron gates. He's seen prophets, sinners, and twisted fates. No cross can save, no priest can speak. When the reaper bows and the soil leaks, his sermon's written in ash and flame. He don't ask, he just calls your name. And if you answer, if you cry, you ride with him when the embers die. Raise your hands to the smoke-filled sky. This graveyard gospel never dies. Chains and dust, blood in the clay. You can't outrun what you won't obey. He's the voice in the fire, the breath of bone, the preacher of pain on a crooked throne. And when he speaks, you feel the sting. That's not thunder, it's death who sings. Judging all the way. Raise your hands to the smoke-filled sky. This graveyard gospel never dies. He don't forgive, he don't forget. He's the hymn inside your final breath. I sat across from bones in black. Lantern burned like a final act. Deck of cards on a tombstone slab. He grinned wide with a gambler's jab. The air was thick with rotten breath. The pot was time, the stakes was death. He whispered low, pick your sin. I raised my cup and leaned right in. Shadow dealing with a rusted grin. Ain't no winner when the reaper wins. All cards on the coffin, dealing fate. One wrong bluff and it's too damn late. Whiskey, blood, and a cold dead stare. The devil's watching from a wooden chair. Ash to ash, we raise the stakes. Grit and fire, no soul he takes. Cards on the coffin, bone white hand. Outlaw bleeds, but still he stands. Ace of spades and a cursed draw. Fingers twitch with a twisted law. He played the queen, I showed the blade. My breath held back, my soul unpaid. The wind went still, the crows took flight. The graveyard held its breath that night. I saw the grin, but never fear. I've danced with worse and I'm still here. Steel and leather, fire and skin. We ride the edge where hell begins. Call cards on the coffin, dealing fate. One wrong bluff and it's too damn late. Whiskey, blood, and a cold dead stare. The devil's laughing in the midnight air. Ash to ash, we raise the stakes. Grit and fire, no soul he takes. Cards on the coffin, bone white hand. Outlaw bleeds, but still he stands. You don't fold to death, boy, you stare I'm down. Ain't about winning, it's about not backing down. Call cards on the coffin, final call. He played God, but I took it all. With a crooked smile and a shattered past, I left that grave with a smoking flask. Ash to ash, the chains still clank, but I ride free from the devil's bank. Cards on the coffin, and when I ride, I carry death right by my side. I sat with death in a chapel pew. He said, son, I've been riding with you. Stained glass light on my calloused hands. No preacher, no cross, just blood in the sand. I sat with death, and he knew my name. Said the road you took don't carry shame. 1,000 sins and a gun to warn. Some men die just to be reborn. Match with a hollow grin. Said you're already dead, now let's begin. I heard the bells, but no one prayed. Just wind through the bones where the choir once sang. I sat with death, and he knew my said the road you took don't carry shame. 1,000 sins and a gun to warm, but some men die just to be reborn. Shared between man and death. I sat with death, and he said to me, the ride goes on, but the soul rides free. My boots still walk, though my time is torn. Some men die just to be reborn.
I struck a match with my last good hand. Smoke curled like a final stand. She sat beside me, didn't make a sound, just bones and black close to the ground. No words passed, just breath and ash. The wind stood still like time won't crash. A man don't beg when his boots are worn, he just watches the fire until the morn. I ain't afraid, I ain't ashamed, ain't no one left to curse my name. Let the sky turn black, let the night run deep. I'll sit right here and drift asleep with one small spark before the dark. My gun's still loaded, but I ain't drawn. No need for steel when the war is gone. She didn't stare, she didn't grin, she just listened to the smoke rolling. The town's gone quiet, the whiskey's dry, the moon's too tired to light the sky. No prayers tonight, no songs to hum, just a sound of knowing the end has come. I ain't afraid, I ain't ashamed, ain't no one left to praise or blame. Let the cold set in, let the stars fall out. I made my peace with fear and doubt, with one last flame before the dark. You live long enough, and death don't scare you. She just keeps you company when no one else will. I don't need words and she don't preach. We're sitting quiet, just out of reach. Two souls, one flesh, one bone, both tired of walking roads alone. And if I go when the match burns low, don't lay no flowers, don't cry or show. Just sit sometime where silence starts